What's up? It's the Gigabyte Grizzly Brohema, and this is a messed up time we live in, so I need you all to do me a favor. Wear your mask. Like this, or like this, or like this, or like this, like this. Wear your mask. It's for your safety and mine. If I see you without one, I'm gonna kick a mask onto your face. Got it?
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Fight Underground. Now, before we get into it, Stacy, is he here? That's what I want to know. We're going to hear from him.
As promised, I have delivered. Dylan Dean is here.
Well, let's hear from him.
I didn't say he was going to talk or anything, but he's
You're
here.
kidding me. You're kidding me, right?
He's here.
You know what? If he's not going to talk, I'm going to go right to Dean Radford to talk about his team because I'm not waiting around. Sorry about your luck, Stace. Dean, go ahead.
Bubba, how the hell are you?
I'm doing real good. How you doing?
I'm feeling a lot better. I'm feeling good, feeling stronger. After COVID's kicking my ass a little bit, but I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I actually missed all of you except for Dash, of course, because nobody ever misses Dash. So I don't even know if he's on the line this week, but that big, beautiful face right there, Bubba, smiling away. That's what I missed. Good to see you guys.
God bless you. Good to see you, too.
Yeah,
Let's
brother.
talk about your team. We're ready.
Let's talk about Team Radford. So from the beginning, okay, we all had our picks, right? We all had our picks. We had our first picks. We had our second picks, our third picks, our fourth picks, our fifth picks, our sixth picks, our 10th picks. We was all ready to go. So without further ado, now I know over the last couple of weeks, we've been able to meet some of the teams. We'll call them hot commodities, studs, whatever. But tonight, Bubba, we're going to get to meet the team that matters in Fight Underground. Okay? We're going to get to meet Team Radford. All right? Now, everybody's busy. Everybody has a life. I get it. So it's either going to be live via satellite or a declaration. All right. So don't you worry. We're in stores for good stuff. All right. So let's start first things first. Okay. So let's start with the man who I personally trained with, Brandon K. All right. So, excuse me. This man has fought hard, not just the craft, not just to learn how to wrestle, but to learn how to fly, okay? He took the time to listen, he took the time to learn, and he has taken the time to excel and take flight, if you will. I would like to introduce everybody to Torin Flight.
What's up, everybody?
Torin,
What's up?
let's let everybody know what you think about Team Radford, where you see yourself in Fight Underground. I know they haven't seen you in the ring yet, but hey, you wait for the best. So let's tell them a little bit about it.
Oh man, top to bottom, Team Radford. We got a beast in Brohemoth. We got a psychopath with a bat, Chris Helmsley, and me, who will fly it as high as I have to. Make a point. Now it starts with you too. We all know that you've been at the top of every promotion you've been at, by hook or crook. Just like this team will do what we have to do to prove to the rest of Fight Underground that we are the top of the food chain.
So since we got the team involved, let's talk about this. Who do you got your eyes set on in Fight Underground?
Ah man, you should know this. John Roden. Of course, John Roden. The juggernaut. 2-0 against them.
Yeah, that's good. Storied pass with you guys. Go ahead. Sorry.
So he has yet to beat me. He talks about being the best in the Fight Underground. So until he beats me, I'll hold judgment on that one.
Nice. And you know what? That storied pass is nice, and it's nice to have you with us tonight. Finally, get to see one of your new masks that you got going on there. So in Fight Underground, we're gonna be pumped to see you take flight sooner or later. But I guess maybe John Roden is gonna have a little chip on his shoulder hearing about you calling him out tonight. Hopefully Dash isn't on the line because he might butt in somewhere along the lines to try and talk.
I'm surprised he hasn't if he's on.
You don't want to get into it with Dash. He never makes a point. So,
Yeah.
Torin, nice to have you tonight. Thank you for coming in. Does any of the panel want to ask Torin anything?
Hey, kid, let me tell you something. You want to start calling out John Roden? Oh, he's under the tutelage of Paul Atlas now, the best in the business. Dean, glad to see you're feeling better. I kicked COVID's ass in a week, but hey, that's just because I'm still better than you. And you want to call out Roden, kid? Step up to the plate, and I'll guarantee you Roden's going to knock your ass out.
Hasn't done it yet, big man. I respect the hell out of you, Paul, but he still has yet to do it.
No, he's now under my tutelage, so it's a whole new ballgame.
I see a match. I see a match in the making there, Mr. Atlas. Just saying.
Torin Flight, I don't think we've met, but I think you have a lot of nerve saying that someone has a chip on their shoulder and that they're not the best until they've faced you, until they've beaten you. I'd like to see you put your money where your mouth is. And I'd like to see you step up against the best in Fight Underground, maybe against a member of Team Dash Bennett, and maybe, just maybe, see if you have what it takes. Because quite frankly, I see who you're running with, and I don't see it in you, kid.
Dean, you can tell him to shut up at any time.
I was just letting him get it out because there's so much hot air. It's coming through my damn ear. I mean, Paul, it's nice to see you too. The reason why you kick COVID's ass faster than I do is because I'm fat, you're fatter. I get it. It's cool. But as far as Dash is concerned, all I hear is jelly coming out of that mouth. So just stop talking, Dash. Nobody wants to hear your mouth. All right. Torin, I'm going to let you go. It was nice having you on tonight before the panel starts trying to get in your head a little bit. Stay tough, keep hitting the gym, and we'll talk soon.
Sounds good, Big Bear. Take it easy.
All right. So, Baba, what do you think of Torin?
I think for him calling out John Roden was a good move. Hey, if he's got what he says he's got, let's see it. So that's why I told Paul that's a match. So, Paul, what do you say?
Well, I'm willing to sign it anytime, any place, anywhere, man. Doesn't matter to me. My people are ready. I'm the guy to help kick this whole team thing off here with these guys coming on. My team came up. You heard from each and every one, man. and these guys have been training hard. Roden's been training extra hard. So yeah, I'll make that match anytime.
I mean, Paul, we see all the Rocky videos of Roden. I mean, it's cool. I'm glad he's got a chip on his shoulder. Roden's better when he has a chip on his shoulder. When he was with Dash don't know how to provide guys with motivation and, look at you, look at me.
Be ringside.
We got great history with what we've done in this business. So of course we're going to be able to get people to work for us instead of against us like Dash. You've cashed in half your team by now, Dash. I don't even know what the hell's going on with you.
Well, you obviously haven't been paying attention, have you, Dean? My team's just fine. We're just fine without whoever we don't have anymore.
12-second rule. We got
Right.
a 12-second rule. Back to Dean.
Yeah, back to what's important, Dash. Not Dash Bennett. Dash Bennett's never been important, nothing. So let's just move on. So let's move on to a little bit of the crazy end of Team Radford, okay? Now, listen, I don't know what version we're going to get tonight, but also somebody that I had a hand in training, and Paul, under Paul's tutelage also, through some years, he was able to help him, become a little bit more defined with the business, learn a little bit. So let me introduce the Fight Underground world to Classic Chris Helmsley.
That's right. I'm Classic Chris Helmsley. And I'm Classic. You're not. He's Woody. You're not. I'm not telling him I escaped from a mental institution.
Classic, you take your meds today, bud?
I'm on my meds. Trust me. I'm on my meds.
Good. Okay. So, are you sure? Is Woody on his meds?
Yeah. We're on meds.
Okay. Well, it's nice that they let you out of the straitjacket tonight. Thanks for joining us. It's nice to see you, that beautiful bald head of yours. And good to see you haven't put your head through any walls lately. So why don't you take a second and talk to the Fight Underground world, and then talk to this panel and let them know who you are and who we are.
If you don't know, you should know. I'm Classic Chris Helmsley. I'm Classic. You're not. I'm wearing this mask because you're all diseased. I can't be around in the same room as any of you. As for Team Radford, we got a beast in Brohemoth. We got a bald eagle in Torn Flights, and we got we got a little bit of hardcore with Classic Chris Helmsley.
So you see Paul's on the line. Do you want to say hi to Paul?
Hi, Paul. It's been a long time, buddy. How are you? I haven't seen you since I beat you 1-2-3.
Okay, I'll give you that one, but obviously that match took a lot more out of you than it did me. I think I hit you in the head way too many times because
No pun intended, right? No pun intended.
I'll tell you what, kid, you're a little off your rocker. There's no two ways about that.
On a rocker, that's the thing. He thinks I was on my rocker. I was off my rocker the entire time.
Well, obviously the blows to the head and the blood loss from that night still has lasting effects on you, kid. Seek some serious help. I see a lot of CTE in your future.
I reflect on that night as many times as I need to. It was the greatest night of my career.
Well,
Paul, I'd
all
like
I
to
can say
thank
is-
you. I'd like to thank you for this. This is your doings for, splitting his head wide open, and I think he shoved his head in the toilet that night. It was an interesting fight.
Dean, do you honestly think you're going to be able to control this guy?
Oh yeah, absolutely, Potter. I'm telling you right now. Listen,
Tell you something about Dean Radford. Dean Radford is my best friend. He taught me everything that I know about the wrestling business.
so to your point, Potter. All right. If there's one person, I know you're a wrestling guru, right?
I'd like to say, yeah, I am.
Okay. Hey, every Kamala got a kimchi, bud.
Good luck with that one.
So what are you saying, Dean? You're raw fish?
No, bud, I'm not raw fish, but good guidance can take any animal in to eat.
I've never seen this before. He's talking to a bat. And last week we had
Hey,
Honey Badger
Bubba.
cut himself.
Name, thank you very much.
I'm
Woody.
sorry. I
Woody.
understand
His
he's got
name's
a
Woody.
name. I understand that, but you're unhinged, sir, and I don't know if he can control you. Wow.
Bubba,
Each week it gets crazier.
Bubba,
Yes, sir.
what's the best type of person for a fight?
A crazy.
A
individual.
crazy person.
Absolutely. Classic.
Yes, sir.
It's time for your meds.
Okay.
Thank you for joining the Underground tonight. Woody,
You're
good to see
welcome.
you as always.
You're welcome. Good
All right.
night.
Classic, enjoy the evening. Bubba.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
telling you, listen.
Yeah. I'm back over here shaking my head.
Listen, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, when you take someone that unhinged, they can do ridiculous things.
I see that, and I think you got under Paul. I think you got under your skin just a little bit.
No. I mean, hey, as they say, a sun shines on a dog's ass once in a while. The kid got a lucky win. Something he could tell his grandkids if they let him breed. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, that he did indeed beat Paul Atlas. But like I said, I think I just hit him a little too hard that night because this kid's beyond recognition anymore. And Dean, all I can say is better you than me when it comes to this kid.
But
There's a reason
Paul,
I kicked him to the curb.
But Paul, he may have gotten away over you, but that lost so much blood in the process.
Oh, without a doubt. Let's face it. Again, he may have got the victory. He won the battle, but as you can see, he lost the war. He'll never be the same again.
So what you're saying is, if you have somebody to face him, you might do something to make Mr. Helmsley take him out of the picture because you have a disdain for him, Paul?
Oh, I don't necessarily have a disdain for him. Hey, he did some underhanded things to me. He was the cause of another knee surgery for me. But, if I get somebody and there's a contract that comes across the desk for somebody on Team Atlas to face Chris Helmsley, let's just say I will teach that person from Team Atlas exactly what they need to do to finish the job.
So this could be behind the scene kind of project. Kind of.
Never
Since
know.
he did take out your knee, you just said he took out your knee, which I didn't know that. So revenge is sweet.
Well, that's what they say.
Oh, did you get a chip on your shoulder in the last couple of weeks?
Oh, let's just say I have a big point to prove to this council, and it will be proved.
Okay. Wow. It seems like you've just had a little bit of an attitude adjustment. I don't know what's going on here.
Not necessarily an attitude adjustment. Let's just say Paul Atlas is back.
Did Dash touch you? No.
I'm sorry, what are you insinuating?
Shut up, Dash. All right, back to what's important. Bubba, you still with me?
I'm still with you.
All right, so right now we're going to roll into a hot young stud. This kid was just on Impact Wrestling. While he's out doing big things, okay, he's going to come in. He was, gracious enough with his busy schedule, getting ready to lock down that Impact contract. Sam Beal sent over the following so that the Underground can hear what he has to say, and then I'm going to answer any questions you guys have for him. So up in the video booth, if you don't mind, hit that button.
Fight Underground Professional Wrestling. It is I, the Perminator, Sam Beal, here to bless you yet again. Because since I've made my debut, the ratings have been through the roof. And that's because of me. And I can guarantee that 95% of those new viewers are big, beautiful, bodacious women because they came to see the curls because we all know they're for the girls. And I am extremely excited to come back to Fight Underground because I am a part of the legendary team that is Dean Radford. He is going to take not only the entire group, but me especially to the top of Fight Underground. And I'll see you very soon.
Now, Dash, I already know. Let's hear it. Get it out of your system.
I'm surprised he finally learned your name.
Hey, there it is. There it is. You know, the kid was hot and he was having a good night. And I'm sure, you know, people's messed
I just
up your
hear you
name.
making excuses. I hear you making excuses. Look, Sam
Listen.
Beal is a star, okay? I'll give you that. He is a star. I don't know what the hell he is doing associating himself with you, but quite frankly, he deserves better.
Champions. It's very simple.
Definitely
All right.
not going to you, Dash. That's for sure.
No, not at all. I can look back 20 years at Dash Bennett and I still haven't found 1 second of good footage. So, how about Paul? What do you got? What do you got on Sam Beal?
Well, let's say
Because I really,
this.
I'm intrigued by your opinion, and I respect the hell out of you. And I know you can see money in the making, so I'm intrigued to see what you got.
Well, he came in with a lot of flash. He came in with a lot of bravado. You pumped him up to the moon as he came in. Yeah, he was a little out of sorts that night when he made the mistake and mispronounced your name.
Yep.
But he did that for a reason. He lost.
Right.
He lost. So all that fluff and stuff ain't any good if you're not going to deliver in the ring. So I'd like to see a little more out of him. It was the first time I seen him.
Yep.
Yeah, he was impressive, but again, you're only as impressive as your last win. And so far in Fight Underground, he doesn't have one. So I want him coming back to Fight Underground because if he's going to talk all this smack, I want to see him back it up.
You know, Paul, sometimes people get the jitters. I mean, you've lost some. I've lost some. Everybody on here's lost some. And you know what? Sometimes we've gone out there and our foot was so far up our own asses talking that it got the better of us. I've seen you have times like that. I'm sure you've seen me have I mean, Dash's whole career. I mean, let's just be realistic. All right. It happens. Okay. But that kid took that loss. He started hitting the gym harder. The Perminator was noticed on the radar, had a nice spot with Impact Wrestling. And, you know, he's just working on his career. Sam Beal's going to be a star. Where he's going to be a star, I hope it's right here and other places. But
and that's kind of the point I'm getting at, Dean.
Yep.
I want to see how he handles that loss.
Sure.
You know, you can run your mouth all you want, but as you and I both know, if you don't back it up, eventually you're going to find your way out the door. So let's see how this kid handles that loss. I'd like to see him come back to Area 3. I'd like to see him take on another quality opponent. And I want to see how he handles losing in Fight Underground and what he does to reestablish himself. I think that's a fair ask.
100%. And I couldn't agree with you anymore. And you know what? Sam and I have had these conversations on a weekly basis. We're talking, you know, I'm pumping him up with the knowledge of what he needs to do, you know, because the kid's got the mind for it. But, you know, just like we've seen in others who may have let their head get a little big, you know, that's how you end up losing that 2 seconds of faith and get rolled up. Or, you know, either way, taking that first loss usually gets you 10 more wins. So, Sam Beal's a stud. I'm glad he's on my team. Potter, you got something you want to say about it?
Yeah, I mean, you guys hit the nail on the head. I mean, he did have an impressive showing at Area 2, and he's gone on to better himself. And I saw the run he had on Impact, and it was fantastic. And kudos to him for getting that opportunity, taking the ball and running with it. So I'm kind of siding a little bit with Paul too, that I want to see him redeem himself. I'd like to see him get a fair shot at redemption. I think he has all the tools. And Dean, I think you are a good coach. So I think that you will help him right a few wrongs. And maybe we'll see a little bit more from him next time around.
I think if you know, just to take the focus off of my team for 1 second, if we just go back to all the different rounds of guys, they were focused on one thing: who's going to make it to the finals, who's going to win the title. Okay. So realistically, everybody came in with a little bit of extra steam on their shoulders, and we saw some good talent take their first loss. So
You're
I think
absolutely right there.
with Sam Beal, he may have taken a loss, but it was to his gain because it's going to make him be better. And Paul, I guarantee it, next time you're going to see a better showing, and you're going to see Sam Beal in a win column.
I certainly hope so. I most certainly hope so. And not to sidetrack us just a little bit here, but hey, Stace, you've been awful quiet tonight. Dylan not letting you talk?
Stacy's here? I thought she left.
I'm here.
Oh,
I
okay.
I just have nothing to say.
There's the first.
Is he going to say something?
As I say, apparently her and
Why don't
Dylan
you-
both have nothing.
Why don't you ask him?
Well, we're going to do this Dean segment, and you know what? Since he didn't start off talking, I wasn't waiting around. So it's
I've
Dean's.
just been sitting here listening to his team
Okay.
talk so far. I'm waiting to hear from
That's what
Brody.
that's what I'm doing. I think
Yeah.
Dean's team so far everybody is on a board from what I'm hearing. Everybody is pro Dean and listening to what he has to say, and it's a unified front from what I've been hearing. So that's just my opinion.
Bubba, and that's the point that I wanted to make tonight. It's not about coming in here and pulling a Dash Bennett and gloating and just trying to make everybody think that my team has got their bearings together. We do have our bearings together. So moving on from that, Bubba, the Sons of Liberty, they're a little tied up. I get it. Busy men. They're out there. Dennis Gregory saving the country. He's doing his duty, and we love him and appreciate him for that. And Super Hentai, he's over on the pond taking care of business, okay, learning more crafts coming in. So next time when they're in Fight Underground, you're going to see that fire, that rage. So what I have is, actually I got a declaration sent over, and this kind of sums it up a little bit. So I won't try and do my best Dennis Gregory voice, because nobody can be Dennis Gregory, that's for sure. So I'm just going to go ahead and read it. It says, "People of the Underground, it is your future Fight Underground Tag Team Champions, the Sons of Liberty. We are here to tell you that we are the measuring stick in this company. It doesn't matter if you're a war hoss or a twerp with a selfie stick. To all the Jags and Jagettes, we are here to make a mark, and we are the most loyal team there is. And that's why we are on Team Radford." Signed, Dennis Gregory and Super Hentai.
That is a strong team. That is a strong team.
I get it. There's a lot of young talent. There's a young teams. But when you look at a Dennis Gregory and you look at a Super Hentai, aside from my personal ties as one of the dominant groups in Pittsburgh, the Founding Fathers, aside from all that, okay? Because if I could have my way, the whole group would be here. But it's not in the cards right now. So having Dennis Gregory and having Super Hentai, it's like going like this. Next thing you know, you got gold sitting in your hands, because that's what they are. They're money. And not only can they come in here and show the young guys what's up, but even if, Bubba or Paul or Dash, you all know Dennis Gregory and Super Hentai. So it's not like it's nobody that you can just sit there and pick apart and say, well, I don't know how they're going to do. I don't know how they're going to this. You know that they're just pure savages in the ring. I'm pretty sure we've all been in the ring with them.
Yeah. But also, too, that tag team can give war hosses a run for their money. And I said it before. So, I mean, your team's pretty solid, and it's more unified on the front. So, yeah, I got my work cut out for me. And my team was pretty unified, but your team's pretty solid.
Bob, I appreciate you acknowledging the reality of what I have, because from the gate, it's been, oh, you're picking up the jokes, you're picking up the this, you're picking up the that. Oh, why are you picking Chris Helmsley? Why are you these young kids who haven't really they have chips on their shoulders. That's why I think, you know, they got under Paul's skin so hard because, you know, chips usually don't flow too well together. And I can see Paul's chip over his shoulder there, his massive freaking shoulders coming through the screen. I can see that. But I'm just telling you right now, my team is a solid unit that is ready to take Fight Underground by storm. I don't care about the title, okay? The point of having the team that can come together and fight together is what you need. Because right now I see everybody else's teams and there's a lot of egos, okay? There's a lot of egos. There's a lot of this. There's a lot of that. I don't have that. So moving into one last person, Stacy, I hope you're ready since you brought his name up. I would like to introduce you to the monster of the team, the guy who I was in the ring with last night, training with to be better, Brohemoth.
What's up, Dean?
Bro, nice to have you.
Sorry, I'm a
Go
little
ahead
late.
and let everybody know just how hard you've been training, what we got in store, what Fight Underground has to look forward to.
I've been saying the same thing, and I'll gladly repeat myself. I am training to push myself harder because I slipped up and have missed out on being the number one spot, the spot that was given to me, and now I no longer have it. So come Area 3, doesn't matter which one of them walk away with it. They're next. Plain and simple.
With all the hard work we were putting in last night, it just showed that, yes, you may have gotten, you know, the sidestep out of the championship tournament, but moving forward, do you feel like you got your head on straight, kid?
Moving forward, I'm going forward through everything. Mistakes never happen twice.
Stacy, are you live still?
Yes.
Did you have something that you wanted to ask Brohemoth, or
No, I was just
you
sitting
want to
back
talk to
watching.
Brohemoth? Or?
No, because I knew he was next. That's it.
No, that's
I
it.
don't know. Maybe Dylan has something to ask him. I don't know.
Nobody cares about Dylan.
I don't know why you guys are so worried about me not talking tonight. Can't I just sit back and watch the team?
Sure can. Absolutely.
All right.
I appreciate you admiring the best team in Fight Underground. Paul, you got anything for
Second
Brohemoth?
best to mine. Thank you.
Paul, you got anything for bro?
Well, it seems to be a recurring theme here tonight with members of your team. You know, bro, you slipped up, and much like I said about Sam Beal, talk is cheap. You are going to need to prove it in the Fight Underground ring. That is the only place to do it.
Prove it. I've dominated 3 men in under 10 minutes. What do I need to prove?
Yeah, but those guys were chump change.
I slipped up because the council decides that bro's too dangerous, so we're going to join forces and step in his way. That's the only reason I'm not sitting at the top spot.
That's
So
not
what
true.
do I have?
That's not
That's
true.
not true?
That's not true.
Okay.
That's not true. You slipped up. You said it. I agree with Paul. You slipped up. You got opportunities. And if you didn't capture that opportunity, it's on you, sir.
I slipped
It's not
up.
on us.
I slipped up.
We didn't sabotage anything.
And again, like I said,
got you
a couple of
speechless.
those couple of those wins that, you know, they were givings. I mean, even Dash could have beat a couple of those guys. That's how pathetic they were. So again, when you step
You
up to the
threw
plate,
Vance Strader at me to prove a point that only the best hang in the Fight Underground.
no, I threw Vance Strader at you because I wanted to see him get his ass kicked. That's why I did that. I mean,
But
that
you
was
said
funny
it.
to me.
You said you were going to put him against the best. And
Sure,
that's exactly what you got.
right. But in this-
Resnick
in this
also
situation,
chose
you slipped
to
up.
step his nose in the business because of Dash Bennett and what happened to him.
Well, and again,
Well, clearly, Sean Resnick didn't get the job done, and that's why he's on Team Stacy Hunter now.
He
All right,
didn't get the
Dash.
job done because you suck and you were interfering.
Because you sent him to be a lamb to the slaughter. That's why he got his ass kicked, Dash.
Trust me, if he was on my team when the match happened, he would have beat him.
No, I don't see that happening.
Oh, I
Dash, I'll tell you
definitely
what.
do.
Now
I'll
you
tell
got
what, Dash.
jokes.
I
Dash.
think they're both pieces of crap, but I mean, this is Brohemus' moment. Let him have it.
Okay, now I'm going to finish my point. You step on me again, Dash, I'm going to step on your throat. So, Bubba, hit that mute button on him.
I will do
Get him
that.
out of my way. Get him out of my way. Okay. The bottom line is, bro, you slipped up. You said it tonight. We all slip up occasionally. I've slipped up. Dean slipped up. Happens when you're at the top. What counts is how you come back from it. And again, talking about it is not what's going to get it done.
I'm sick
Go
of
ahead
talking about
and
it.
prove it.
I'll
Well,
tell you
good.
straight up. Next person who steps in the ring, doesn't matter what team he's from. I'm going to drop him on his head, hit him with an MM3, and get my hand raised again.
Unless you're fighting a Rev. Thank you.
I'll gladly prove you wrong, Bubba.
And
Gladly.
time will only tell. Time will tell. So let's just hope you can back that play. That's all I'm saying. Not saying you can't, but let's just see you do it.
Plan on it.
Wow. Thank you all for just making Brohemus angry. I mean, we're coming into it just to talk about how training's been going and how much better he's getting. But, bro, you got any final words?
I have the best coach currently right now. But there's something I want. Hell, I'm willing to make a deal with the devil. So if somebody, anybody from any other team has something better to offer me, I might listen.
Whoa, what are you saying?
Dean?
Bro,
Dean?
what the hell was that?
That wasn't good, Dean.
Didn't you just say something about unity just a few minutes ago?
Bro, what the hell was that?
I'm taking your advice. I'm looking at what's best for me.
Sounds like he's finally come to his senses.
Okay, we'll talk later.
Yeah, deal with the devil, huh? Please allow me to introduce myself.
Yeah, I think you might be talking more than just you, Dean.
I think he's fine, and you guys just got him a little flustered. He probably hasn't eaten in days. All right, we had a hard training last night. Bro was going at it for hours in the ring.
But did he tell you about this? Did he tell you about this last night at training? Did he say, "Hey, Dean, instead of doing this right live that you didn't even know about"? Wow.
You had us on the unity train right up till that moment, Dean.
Listen, he's fine. Okay? My team is fine.
I mean, I believe you.
Don't start insinuating things. Don't all become Dash Bennett for 5 seconds of your life. It ain't going to do shit for you. All right?
I mean, Dean, you're sweating. I can clearly see it.
Just got out of the shower before I got on the call, Dash. Shut your face. You sweat every day of your life.
You know what? Dash has a point. That was 36 minutes ago, Dean. So I think
I'm
there is
1% Indian, all right? I sweat all the time. I just came out of a hot shower. I don't want to hear it, all right?
Maybe I should have said that about Team Unity, and then all of a sudden,
I don't know. What is it? To smack a bro tribe? I mean, I think bro's smacking you right here.
Bro is not smacking anything. Listen, bro is just hungry, okay? And I'm going to feed him. But it's just going to take some time because I got to see who's next victim going to be.
So if we have bigger and better snacks, he's coming aboard to somebody's team.
I mean, he's not going anywhere. It's fine.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, we're talking a value meal opposed to maybe some of us got a ribeye steak for him.
Listen, here's the thing. Everybody seems to think there's greener pastures places. But before he said that, he said, I have the best coach right now. Okay? So
yeah, but
are you sure he was talking about you?
Hold on. So the thing about it is if he's going to jump somewhere else, he would have done it by now.
But
Okay?
it sounds like he wants to go to a different sink to get a drink.
He didn't sound happy at all. He
I
didn't
like
sound
that.
happy. Everything
Like
was great. It was delusions of grandeur, and then Bohemoth threw that little plug in. He
That's
wasn't happy.
fine. All I can tell you is that it's nobody on the council because bro don't drink piss out of a sink.
Well, hey. There's not this coming out of what I'm shooting. That's for sure.
Guys.
Who the hell is that?
Oh, Mr. TMZ. He's gonna drop. If you drop another bomb this week, you better not be.
How can
I
I,
love
not
you.
drop a bomb? How
I
can I
hope
not
not.
drop a bomb after that wonderful segue that Brohemoth just gave me? I mean, it was a prime opportunity to pop on in here and drop some bombs.
Oh,
Now,
my God.
we have had weeks upon weeks upon weeks of evaluations. We've had team meetings. We've had smack talk. We've had it all. And it's time to just, well, Brohemoth kind of went up to the bat for me and said he's looking about maybe going elsewhere. Well, we've talked for weeks about free agency in Fight Underground. Well, the time for talk is over. It is time for fighters to evaluate their coaches, coaches to evaluate their fighters, because free agency at Fight Underground begins right now, immediately, tonight. Hit it, because Brendan and I have already had a few discussions, and we're only retaining one wrestler on our team. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you knew that, Dean Radford, but Brandon and I, we're coaching a co-team together. It's going to be great. But we're retaining Zach Thomas. The rest, out into the pool. So happy hunting, happy searching, because free agency begins now.
Oh my God.
Who the hell invited Chris Taylor?
He's been here for a couple weeks just throwing bombshells.
Why didn't any of you email me what's going on? I need to be in the know of things. Like,
I thought you knew.
but no, clearly the Daily News Bennett didn't tell me. I didn't hear anything.
Wow.
That's fine. That's fine. You know what? That's fine. Chris, thanks for the open news of free agency. That's great, but just like everything else, I'm always one step ahead of you. So I'm going to go ahead and drop something on all of you. Okay? So I've been on the hook because just in case a Brohemoth or anybody else wants to go drink out of somebody else's sink or kiss somebody's ass, that's fine because I got people on the hook. I know too many people. So I'm telling you right now, there's somebody new coming into Fight Underground. This person is one of the best wrestlers in Pittsburgh, West Virginia, Ohio, you name it, wherever he's put his feet in a ring, he has 5-star matches. So when I think of this person, just to kind of give you all a little bit of a ring, it goes like this. All I do is win, win, win. And then the hands go up. Patrick Hayes is now on Team Radford.
Oh, geez. Wow.
You're
holding
I'll
on.
tell you what.
Sell.
I'll tell you what. That is definitely a catch. I'm not going to deny it. When this thing of Fight Underground in its original incarnation started, I had made a statement to Patrick Hayes, from the man who has done everything, to the man about to do everything. Patrick Hayes is without a doubt on the charts. I'll give you that one, Dean Radford, without a doubt. Unfortunately, though, with this free agency announcement, that just means the rest of us can dig in our pockets.
What the hell is that supposed to mean, Paul? You gonna steal my thunder again?
That's what I do.
He's
Okay.
good at it. He's real good at it since you've been
If
away.
you recall, at one point I was the man who would lay down for nobody,
Okay.
and
And
I
your point?
intend to.
Now you're
bring it to
laying
Fight
down for
Underground.
everybody? Is that what you're saying?
No, I am bringing it back to Fight Underground. I told you, brother. Paul Atlas is back.
You haven't been around, Dean. He's got a team. He's been doing a whole bunch of stuff, wheeling and dealing.
Listen, I'm handling some business on my own. Paul, you know what? You can be back all you want. As long as you're not wearing the Daisy Dukes, we're good. All right? So basically, all it comes down to is my team is on point, okay? I'm not worried about anything. I don't need to hear from Dash. I don't need to hear from anybody, okay? My team is on point. And you know what? If anybody would happen to leave, good for them. I didn't get mad at Paul whenever he took the, what the hell's the kid's name? Javis. What's his, Paul, what's his name? The selfie stick kid?
Oh, you know his name. It's Tad Jarvis, and you know
I
him
love
very
how
well.
also,
Dean.
let's rewind for 2 seconds. And then you know what? Didn't you chastise me for throwing him out there? And then when Brohemoth was talking about Vance, you did the same thing.
Yes, but you got to remember, Vance was the one who personally came to me to say he belonged in Fight Underground.
So did Tad.
We didn't have a personal conversation. We've had a few personal conversations now, and let's just say Mr. Jarvis has seen the light.
That's good. So because it's Paul Atlas, it's okay, but anybody else, it's bullshit. I get it. Okay, you know what? It's been nice not being here for a few weeks with all you Jags, because all you do is sit there and stroke each other off, and I'm the best, and I'm the best, and this that's ridiculous. You know, you sit there and talk about Dylan Dean. Dylan hasn't even been relevant since he carried Samu's bags. It doesn't even matter anymore, okay? Dash Bennett, nothing. Potter, go write 10 more books. I'm done with everybody. Chris Taylor, go have a baby, bud. I'm out of here. Bubba, I still love you.
Oh, God bless you. I didn't do anything.
I'm done with everybody else.
I am writing another book. Jesus.
Talk
What
about
an
having
insult.
your panties in a bunch.
So he's upset. He's gone. He introduced his team. There's controversy. Chris Taylor drops another bombshell. Free agencies galore. I'm not dropping anybody off my team right now. I'm telling you guys that right now.
I already
believe
cut
in these guys.
I already cut my fat, so I'm
Well,
good.
I don't have any fat. I don't, and I'm looking for other individuals to join. But you know, hey,
well, but Bubba, it sounds like Brohemoth is looking for a new coach.
I don't know. I don't know what we did to the fight council members. He was accused us of doing stuff. I didn't do anything. Like if I did something, I take full ownership. So I don't know.
Well, Bubba, that's all well and good. I mean, you can want to grasp onto your team all you want, but apparently with free agency being out there, that doesn't mean the team's going to grasp back. So you know, only time's going to tell.
If they don't, I understand. But even when I used to play fantasy football, I never dropped championship material. I never did that. I never dropped everything at the drop of a dime. I build it and let it go to get to the championship.
Oh, and I get that. That's much like Team Atlas. You know, I'm building Team Atlas the way I want to build it. And if that means one of you guys got to get backdoored again, as I've done in the last several weeks, taking people, then I'm willing to do it, man. So,
well, it's free agency galore now, so we just got to see, see what's out there. I mean, I can pick people up too, but I'm not dropping anybody. But hey, Stacy.
What?
Where's he at, Stace?
He's here.
Where?
I told you he was. You cannot
he's
see the
not
box
here.
that says Dylan Dean.
He talks a good line of shit. He's not here. So you know what?
What? Nobody cares about my opinion on free agency. My team. What?
Go ahead.
Stace, you said you were sitting back listening.
I was, and it's over, and now I want to talk.
Okay, then talk then.
Well, what if we don't want to hear you?
Nobody wants to hear you, and you still talk.
He doesn't talk much.
Thank God.
Everyone wants to hear from me.
No,
Bubba,
trust me.
hit that mute button again, Bubba.
I will.
Okay. First of all, the Patrick Hayes announcement, that is just kind of mind-blowing. Dash and I both had our run-ins with him a long time ago, and he's going to be a huge asset to Fight Underground. As far as this free agency thing goes, I've been thinking all week about shaking up my team. And Bro saying he's looking for a new coach is getting me thinking. So I don't know. There's a couple that I want to keep, but I don't know. I may have to get rid of somebody or a couple of somebodies.
Maybe the guy that was supposed to talk and be here tonight.
He's here.
Oh, sure he
Where,
is.
wait. Anywhere did we say he had to talk? You just said he had to be
I
here.
don't know if he's here. He's
What?
like Punxsutawney Phil or something. How do I know? I don't know.
He's
But-
right there in front of you.
Well, you know what? Stace? We've had a good night. Dean Radford's team, there's a lot to talk about. Free agency. Now we got to do a little bit of stuff. You know what? I'm just going to go. Now I'm going to go into my war room and see if I can pick people up right now, right after the show. So you know what, everybody? Ladies and gentlemen in Fight Underground, we will see you next week.
I sat here and wasted an hour of my life, Stacy Hunter. Wasted. I got to hear from an out of shape has-been Dean Radford. Bag carrier, huh? I guess we'll find out. Then I had to hear from Santa Claus Dash Bennett. And then it gets worse. I had to watch and see that waste Bubba Brewer host a show. The best part about it is he didn't sing his stupid karaoke. But you want to talk about wastes? The biggest waste of all, Paul Atlas. The old Paul is back. I'm glad to hear it. Because, Paul, your ghosts are near. Your goblins, they're coming. Bubba, it's time for you to understand something, son. Your clear path is to a hospital bed, courtesy of me. I fulfilled my obligations of being here. And now I'm in Area 3. So let it be clear to all of you, I will not stop until this entire organization is over. It's finished. Come Area 3. Make no mistake. A storm is coming.